Good morning, wonderful people. We've got a lot of gremlins in the system this morning on YouTube, so I'm hoping things are okay. You can hear me okay and see me okay when I come on, but YouTube are having problems this morning. But I hope you're all having a wonderful morning. We'll be live this morning. We probably won't be live tonight unless the game gets called off. My brother's playing. You guys know my brother's semi-professional, so he has a game tonight, so he won't be live on Twitch. What I think I might do, though, right? It might not be this time round, but any day that I haven't got a live stream, I'm very much debating bringing out a video on YouTube. And that video on YouTube will be like essentially a live stream that's not live. It's stream basically. And it'll just be me doing what I would do normally on stream and talking you guys through it basically. I don't know if that makes sense. But something like that I think could be quite cool. But I hope you're all good. Good morning. Good morning, wonderful people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're on the trading to 1 million account and we're doing really well. Really, really well. We've got 115k now, which isn't far off what we started with, but we also now have a 3 Fodens, which aren't selling right now, but it's 30k each, so that takes us well over the 200k mark. We've got, what's that, 10, 11, so I think it's 10 or 11. So we've got 11 team of the weeks, they're all selling for about 13k at the moment. They'll sell for more after tonight, I think. So we're well up, like, over the 300k mark, plus tons of investments in the club. But Bucker, how are you, sir? Vemzy, I hope it's Vemzy? Vemzy, which one do you prefer, Vem or Zem? Welcome in, mate. Zaid, how are you doing? Greg, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Charlie, that bad guy, how are you? As always, thank you very much for the support. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Harry Snowden, how are you? Kevin Halvorsen. You're Norwegian, aren't you? Didn't we? I think we ascertained you're Norwegian. That name looks from Norwegian. Gruffin, how are you, sir? Good morning, Yellen. How are we, bro? Simon, how are you, sir? Kai. First time we've ever had 1 million coins liquid, Kai. That are things I love to see. Things I love to see and hear about, right? But just before we get into the trading levels, I'm going to just start recording this part of the video. Right, guys, it might be a bit laggy on my voice because sometimes when I stream or record, it can be a little bit laggy on the voice. But overnight, 115k, and we've started to sell our silvers now as well. We've sold a lot of them. I've had to make room this morning and sell even more of them this morning. But 115k is where we're sat at the moment. Some of them sold for quite a bit of coin, but we also managed to shift on a couple of team of the weeks this morning. So I sold a couple of them. We bought a couple at like discard and they're at 13,250 now. So I sold a couple of those this morning as well and it bumps up a little bit. But the rest of them we're keeping for now because there apparently is an 85 times 3 in the code today. And I'm going to guess that probably is going to need a team of the week. Whenever team of the weeks from major leagues at discard price or close to like 11k, 11.5 buy them. It's a no-brainer. Without a doubt. What I'm going to do this morning though a little bit is probably do a little bit of special card trading. There's not much I really want to touch until tonight, but I want to show you guys how to trade with special cards basically. So this is the way that I would do it, and if you can mess about with filters it's much better. But when we trade with special cards, we're looking to buy team of the weeks, ones to watches, whatever it is you want, rule breakers, and you're looking to buy them at the price they normally sell for. So let's say for example Jordan and Marvy sells for 21k normally, 21, 22k. You're looking to buy these cards at that price or slightly below it with chem styles or position changes. So for a left back, you want like a shadow on them. For a midfielder, a shadow or a hunter on them. For a midfielder, ideally even like a striker as well. So if you have a central midfielder, a striker shadow or striker hunter bumps the price up very, very nicely. Now on the website, we've got all the buy and sell prices for these. If you're not sure though, don't go out and buy. Just start to learn the market. So what I would do is I go special, go quality special. I'm going to go chem style, I'm going to go shadow to start with. And the filter that I've always loved, and the reason why I like this, is it's not too competitive. You haven't got to snipe too quickly. You can just flick through and see what's going on. When we get towards 59th minute, now something's just been brought on the 59th minute. Where was that? There. So tomorrow at 90k, for example, I can flick through and have a little look on him and see what he's selling for. Now, I can see there's 92s there. So 90k is not the best deal in the world. I now know that for Tomori props to something like 85, that's what I want to be spending on him, basically. No more than that. And you just keep flicking through. But always remember to compare price on everything because the deal you're looking at there might not be a deal. It may well not be a deal, but something else might be. Card might pop and it's like, actually, that's a very, very good deal. Let me go and buy that. And if you flick through, you might find yourself a striker. There's a central midfielder there, for example, which is quite a half-decent undercut. 55. So there's not many massive deals there. However, this Kimmich to me is intriguing because he's been position changed, I think, from a CDM. But even if he hasn't been, on this account, on Sean's account, he league SBC grinds, so he's got shadows. If I want to, I can attach his shadow to that manually and make coins from it that way. But that's what I'm going to be doing this morning, having a little look at that. I'll be back soon. I'll see you then. Boom. Boom. There we go. Let me swing you guys over here so I can see you properly. I'm Norwegian, I thought so. I reckon the surname looked Norwegian to me. JJ, how are you, sir? Been in stream since FIFA 21. Yeah, I thought so, Harry. How are you, mate? You good? Is that Eli? Is that you pronounce that? Eli Hazan. Do you think you should buy gold rare for upgrades in Team of the Year SBC? Please answer no. Everyone's going to do it. They didn't rise that much last year. You can if you want to, but there's better ways to make coins this year. Snake, I'm good. How are you? Craig Henshaw, welcome in, mate. Ward, is Sadorf worth it? 100% he is. 100%. Have 300k and currently bidding on bronze rares from minor leagues, FCCs. Yeah, that's fine, that guy. That's a fine way to trade. It's definitely a better way to trade, without a doubt. Saudi Rare was a crazy instant flip. Yeah, they're unbelievable, Kai. Any minor league's great. Can we pack headline Mbappe? I used to pack headliner for fun the last night for League SBC. Jack Jarvis, I love that, bro. Hit 10 mil coins recently, Greg. I love that. I love that. Mr. I can't trade. I don't get it. And now look at you. Look at you now. You cannot tell me you ever thought that's what you'd be doing, right? No way. 61. That looks like a big undercut. I'm going to regret this, right, by looking. It was 61, that one, wasn't it? It's a pretty... The 61 was a chunky undercut. Because it's got a shadow on it. I don't really want to buy cards that are that expensive. Made your first million today. Thanks guys on the website. The trading tips. Luca, I love that. Luca, I absolutely love that. I love that. First million. How good does that feel? I bet you that feels amazing. Let's go 68 on this Nelson Semedo. Bought 89 cents with 190k, sold him for 275k, big profit. I love that. I love that. Just haven't been feeling FIFA this year. Starting again for Team of the Year. Any tips in the market at the moment? Been grafting, so was quite bored. Sat at 300k. What I'm doing now? Special cards. But you can't listen. I'm going to be blunt. If you get bored of silvers, then there's no point trading. Silvers are like your bread and butter. At that sort of budget you're at, that's what you should be doing. I think part of the problem with people in the trade is they think it should be handed on the plate to them, and it isn't. You need to work hard at it. You really need to work hard at trading. You can't just be like, oh, I'm interested today, but I'm bored of this method. If it's making you coins, you should be continuing to use it as much as possible. Even this Navas ain't terrible. 44, 44. Don't know if it's still there. Yeah, so it was a good deal. You know when you sit and hesitate, you go, why is that there? Why is that set there for 2 minutes? And Babba's falling off a cliff, isn't he? Yeah, I heard that. People are trying to get their coins back from him, never going to do it. Don't do the Icon SBC now. Say the SCG test was such a good watch because England turned up. I mean, yeah, but it's a bit late to be turning up at that point, isn't it? Like, it's a bit... At that point, it's like, well, great, you turned up now, but where have you been for the whole of the tour? No, I get it, Harry, but if it's working, you're making a lot of coins, continue it. There's nothing wrong with mixing it up a little bit, don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't be in a hurry to be like, right, let me go and change it up too much. So, like, there. This is the point, right? Where is he? The bid one. We'll add that transfer targets. So, yeah, special cards are good. That's probably, like, a good way to go with it. Invest it. I'd probably... If you guys can get Team of the Weeks today from the Premier League at 12k and under, ideally a little bit lower than that. I think tonight's 85 pack would need them. Why does that seem... He seems right cheap. There he is. I might regret that, but he seems ridiculously cheap. So we've got a 43 and a 42 there. Yeah, they're both very cheap. So 42.5 isn't bad at all. So 46, 43, 45. So if he's got a hunter in this club, we can attach that and sell that on. It's a good deal either way. Is Team coming out 21st? I actually don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. I have no idea. Yo, John, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. Because all of his hunters and whatnot, like I've done before, apply consumable, are untradeable because obviously League SBC grind. Yeah, dubs. We'll do that. A pretty hefty undercut now as well at 40k. Two seconds. So record this bit again. Next part of it. Alright guys, so two deals we picked up this morning to start with. And this is where it's important that you keep a little bit of coin total, which is good. Both very good deals. We've got this Nelson Semedo at 61k. He should sell around 68k. And there's Gabriel Jesus who picked up at 40k. Now, he was a massive undercut on what was on the market. But because Sean does League SBC grind, I've attached one of his untradeable hunters to it to make him even easier to sell. We'll get 45 for him pretty easily over time. And that's an important thing to remember. A lot of people say, I've got so many untradeable consumables in my club, utilize them to make more coins. There's no point having 20 shadows. You're not going to need 20 shadows. Use 10 of them, put them onto a card, and sell them on for profit. It's a no-brainer, and that's how you get back a lot of money from League SBC or just from grinding in general. So that's where we're at. So now we've got 15k left. That doesn't mean we stop trading and we don't do anything else. We now look at League SBCs. Again, preferably minor leagues. Dogs are one of my nutters. Preferably minor leagues are the better ones to go for. But again, like I've shown you before, we're just looking for undercuts so we can flip back on instantaneously. So compare price and everything, see what everything's selling for. Nothing, no massive undercuts there. And I'll just flip between the leagues. And this is what happens. This is how trading works. If you look at my trading at the moment, I have got Team of the Weeks invested in. I have got bronze and silver rares from Major Nations still invested in. I've still got loads of them to sell. I've got the special cards selling at the moment. I'm now also doing League SBC. All that together is why I'm going to be near 400k once everything's sold. If not, a little bit more than that, which is fantastic. So I'll be back once I've done some trading and we've got a sort of coin total going on. I'll see you then. I'm not going to grind icon swaps, yeah. I'm on my main account, I will, yeah. Sean's already grinded him on this account. Sean started doing it on his account and whatnot, but I'll do it on my account, yeah, for certain. It's a no-brainer. Like, icon swaps is a pain in the backside, but it's a no-brainer. But especially when they brought out the fodder packs. Did we get an Eredivisie requirement yesterday? There's no championships worth avoiding, but did we get an Eredivisie? So we didn't. Is it stupid that you bought Neymar now? Listen, if you're going to enjoy playing with him, then buy him. No matter what happens, realistically, right? The market's only really down from here for the rest of the year. It's only going to go down because nothing's going to hold value. New cards come out that are better, that are more meta, I guess, than the cards. So just buy the cards you want to use them. That's my opinion on it. I know a lot of people don't go, oh, you're going to lose loads of coins if you do that. You might lose some coins, but you'll gain it back in terms of the grind that you do. Why did I just buy that card? I don't know why I just bought that card. I assumed it was a lower undercut, I guess. Mate, it's too early for me. You go swim. Have a good one. I love you, look. See you in a bit. Yo, real game. How you doing, mate? Welcome in. Open Jetty fight 1 times 25. Got an Astundos, a couple of 86. That's not too bad, though. I'd be pretty happy with that. Where you go, I go to. League of Nos Silvers do you mean in the mud? Yeah, there's no real reason for them. Like, there's no real reason for them. And again, when they're that cheap, buy them. They always go up. When they're that cheap, buy. Boom, boom, boom. Good morning, James. How are you, sir? Welcome in, my friend. I hope you're having a good day. Even though it's only started. Well, I say that. I say it's only started. That's if you're in Europe. It's just started. If you're in the Middle East, then not so much. Or if you're in Asia, then it's the end of your day, really, isn't it? Where you go, I go too. Probably should compare price on him first before I compare price on the other one, really. That would have been sensible. Just got CSL 200 and he stayed. What do you mean? What do you mean he stayed? Oh, if it was what? Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it's my brother's account, yeah. It's not my account, no. Never. Never. We should be, once we sell everything, we should be at about 400k liquid, if not a bit more. We're about 400k liquid. 920, yeah, exactly. So for some of you guys, it would have been. I hope you've had a good day. For anyone over here in Europe and whatnot, it's like, oh, good morning. Good morning. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the stream, it's always massively appreciated if you can drop a like on it. Helps the channel to keep growing. It's massively appreciated. Ah, you bastard. Why are they so cheap? Why are they so expensive? Did we get an error requirement at any point? I don't put filters on stream, Minato. If I do it, everyone goes and does it. If I put a filter on stream, everyone goes and does the exact same one. 13k, of course not, it was rolling, isn't it? I looked at my main account yesterday, and I reckon I've got about, in terms of player value, I've got about, like, 6-7 million, maybe a bit more. And, like, if I sold everything, about 7 million liquid. Something like that, anyway. So I'm assuming everything's gone up, right? Because the championship ain't really an attainable SBC at the moment, I'm going to guess that's why a lot of these cards have risen for the other leagues. Because people have changed the leagues they're doing. What am I doing? Flipping on SBC cards. Flipping on League SBC cards. We're waiting for the special cards we bought this morning to sell. While we flip these on. Feyenoord and Vitesse this week might match the silver Eredivisie buyers. Oh, fair. Fair. So that got leaked then. These leaks, this is why I don't invest in anything with these leaks. I just wait for whatever it is to happen and then I invest. Then I buy. So like loads of people have bought loads of 84s this morning. Because they've seen that 85 plus in packs. So they've all gone and bought 84s. So now they think it's going to be required and it may well be, right? It may well be required. But I'd much rather just have a few Team of the Week sitting there chilling than run the risk of it not going up because everyone's bought them. We'll buy that one. What's this song? It's called 23 by Diamond Eyes. It's a non-copyright song. It's really good. People don't realise there's loads of good non-copyright songs out there. So they've sorted sub-shop 2 days accidentally min-listed a Prime Beckham. Oh dear. But Greg, I bet you were like, it's annoying, right? It's annoying, but I know I can make those coins back. Do you see what I mean? I bet you were like, hang on, that's jarring, but I can make those coins back relatively easily. That's just a couple of days work maximum on the site, even if you're not working hard at it. It'll be 83 rating, 2 informs. And I've got informs, so I'm pretty happy with that. If it is informs, I've got 100 on my main account. I'm about to go and buy, this morning, another, like, 200 probably. I'll leave them chilling on that account. Good morning, Bearded. How you doing? Welcome in, sir. MBS Pro League. If anyone hasn't yet done it, Make sure you sub to the new channel, by the way. It's me showing you guys how to make money in real life, basically. How you can set up a little clothing business or what business it is you want. We've done it ourselves. We just had our second sale on our shoe shop. So our shoe business, we've just had a second sale this morning, so I was well happy with that. It's very nice to see it starting to come off. Because a lot of work goes into them. Packed Prime Carson 7.5k preview pack. I mean, fair play to you. Most I've got from one so far is a Cantor CM. Bronze, rare, and silver trading is very good. I told you, it works nice, well, doesn't it? It works really good, doesn't it? What I try to say to everybody is, you get all these people that are like, oh, I only icon trade, or I only do this trade or that trade. It's stupid. Trade with whatever makes you coins. Like, think about it this way, right? If I go and buy a 150k icon, I'm looking to make 10, 15k out of it, right, overnight. If I go and spend like 20k on silvers, I do that overnight. Like, I do icon trade, of course I do, because with a coin budget like mine, it's not viable to buy loads of silvers, or it's boring to buy loads of silvers over and over again. But I'd always get stuck into silvers. You couldn't ever not convince me to do them. Press an anxious one, don't stress, bro. You're Monk's friends here, bro. Not Hungarian League, that's the League SBC. Cantor CM, that's the most I've packed out of a preview pack. A lovely little Cantor CM. I'm resigned to the fact I'm going to get nothing from preview packs this year. Someone in the Discord's had 2 icons now from them. Which is ridiculous. Even from like the good packs. I've not got anything massive. Hello Brian, how are you, sir? Hang on. Is that Brian that I used to work with? I reckon I think Brian there used to be my manager at Coach Brothers. I'm almost certain that's Brian from my from my work. Before I used to work. The best manager I've ever had. Oh wait, obviously maybe Charlene. Can we shut the dogs up, please? Yeah, I don't think he's sending out notice, Dave. I recognise Brian Nicholson. I recognise that name. I'm almost certain he is. Close Brothers, I thought so. How you doing, mate? How are you, sir? So Brian in the chat, right? He used to be my manager. So he was deputy manager of the team that I worked in. Him and Charlene, the best managers I've ever had in my life. By a mile. Yeah, how you doing, dude? I'm on the TV, Brian. I made it. Also got 87 on me 2 weeks ago from it, and then Roberto Carlos now. Wait, so you've had 2 icons from preview packs? That's some bullshit. And here's me not even got an icon yet full stop this year. And how many packs have I opened, guys? What do you reckon? How much do you reckon I've opened? 10,000? I don't know how many I've opened. It's been a lot, though. I opened like 50 a day with League SBC grind. Baby Schmeichel and Winter Wildcards, Marsh out preview pack so far. You can piss off, as. So I always say thanks for coming into the streams and whatnot. Now I'm like, stay away from my streams. 100k investments. You can buy, if you want a short-term investment that's half decent, Premier League Team of the Weeks at like, ideally no higher than 12. I probably want them lower than that either way. I think that tonight's 85 times 5 pack's probably going to acquire them. Almost certainly. Got the 85 Belgian headliner and Lewandowski from 81. Who was the 85? Was it Carrasco? It's got to have been. How do I do the League SBC grind? Bro, there's genuinely about, I don't know how many videos on my channel showing it, but there are like tons of videos showing it. If you go to League SBC videos, it'll be there for you. Can't you tell me you've opened in the main menu? I don't know. I've no idea. Can you? The Syriac. Oh, is it Fiat? Is that how you pronounce it? Fiat. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, I think. If you are Belgian and I pronounce that wrong, I do apologise, but... I bought this guy the other day and it was like a K. when I bought him. 94 physical, but 85 pace, and it's, yeah. No, has he got more physical than that? I feel like he's got more physical than that. Any, Greg, really. Like the 80, go with like the 80, 81s, 82s. It's all, for you, Greg, it's in the weekly trading guide. You can see it in the trading guide on the website. Obviously, you've got 2 more days left of that weekly trading guide and the sub guide, and then you'll have another one. I'm good, Fresh. I'm good, mate. How are you, sir? I'm a little bit tired this morning, but I'm not too bad. I was up quite late. I'm getting into this thing called So Rare. I don't know if you guys know it, right? I don't know if you know it, but it's called So Rare. And it's basically like a card collectible game online, but you do fantasy football with it as well. And then you sort of invest in like a stock market, basically. NFTs and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. The Penfish just started a channel in it. Don't listen to anything he says. But yeah, so I'm really, really tempted to do it. But it's been a pain in the backside to get it sorted out last night. They kept like not letting me top up my crypto wallet and stuff like that. It was a pain in the arse. Morning, Mikey. How are you, sir? How are you, my friend? CSL. Mexican League. So I know basically that everything's selling for about 500 coins. So anything that pops below that I can pretty much buy safely and not worry about it. Best sniping filters. I don't do sniping filters, bro. If I put a sniping filter on stream for you, everyone will go and do the exact same sniping filter. I'm not a sniper, I'm a trader. What's the name of the website again? Foot Trading, bro. I can put the link in chat for you. We've had so many people come over since Christmas. We had quite a few people come over from some new compatriots because we're better. I did, Brian. I did. I saw it on Facebook. Baby's well cute as well. Gonna shoot that didn't go down so well with you. I'm not gonna lie. Made bank from silver since last Thursday and live filter 700k in 5 days. Site is OP. So Mikey, you'd make 2.8 million in this month. So you would make from the website this month, Mikey, you'd make 2.8 million at that rate, which is ridiculous. 2.8 million. I'm hoping we'll be up over 400k on this account today. Like, in terms of the value we've got, I don't think we'll have that liquid coins because I'll be keeping hold of a lot of stuff, obviously, for now. But I'd like to think we'll be in and around that region. Ideally. Pro League's pretty crap nowadays. It used to be quite good for trading with because you get cards like 200 and stuff 500. But it's kind of crap now. Claude Maurice is insane for his price. Yeah, he's ridiculous. He's genuinely ridiculous. What am I grading towards on the mini account at the moment? Icon pack on new icon. Neither at the moment. I'm not touching that Torres. It's way too expensive. And the icon pack I don't care about. I don't care about icon packs. Like, if I've got the fodder, I'll do it. But I'm not going to grind specifically towards it. What we're actually going to be doing on the main account is a pretty heavy investment in Team of the Weeks. This guy usually shows us quite a bit. Again, the market on these cards is quite low. This is how you can tell people aren't really rating headliners. They're not low. These cards, you can still make coins out of them. But they are, the market is a lot lower than it was this time last week. Mid-Rio from Icon Swaps, use your previous tokens and follow packs before. I don't blame you. Mid-Rio's alright to get. Off back to work, brother. Good ratio. I appreciate it, bro, man. We're getting there bit by bit. It's been a long struggle, but we're getting there slowly but surely. I have to catch up with you soon, bro. We have to go for like, I can't go anywhere at the moment because my immune system's so weak. Once it's better, we'll have to go, we'll have to meet up. We'll have to meet up for certain, bro. Say my hello to everyone, especially Charlene. I miss Charlene. I love Charlene. So like I said, Brian was my manager. So I used to work at a company called Close Brothers. It was probably like one of the lowest paid jobs I've ever had in my life, but it was the best job. I loved that job. And Brian was my manager with Charlene. They were just the best managers a guy could ask for. When I like you guys know, I've talked about like when I was low and had my depression and whatnot. My managers were incredible. I got through that because they helped me. I'll never forget it. Super League. Morning, Kills. How are you, sir? Why is trading so frustrating? You get bids. You get full most want at least 1k profit per card. Then you're not going to win. You're not going to do well at trading, Craig. If you're expecting a specific amount of profit per silver card, then you're not going to do well at trading. That's the long and short of it. It's little, but it adds up. Yeah, we'll definitely catch up, Brian. We'll definitely, 100%. I'll drop you a message. Don't forget, lads, there's 112 of you in here. 112. So make sure you smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream. And if you hate the stream or hate me, which is fine, I don't mind, make sure you drop a dislike. Feel free to drop a dislike. I'm good, Hills, mate. I'm good. Got 800k. How can you invest them in? Again, I've said this a few times now, but like team of the weeks for major leagues is probably where you want to be looking at most likely in terms of making the best profit you can make at the moment. Gonna grind Zakaria. I need to do Zakaria, although I'm not overly stressed about Zakaria because he probably won't make my team either way. But yeah, Zakaria is someone that I need to look at, but it's more icon swaps I've got to grind over the next 24 hours. League of Mexico. '78+ pick is horrible. I don't disagree. I do not disagree at all. I think there are much better SBCs you could do than that. Much better upgrade packs than that too. KN. This is what an informed picked up last night. Love that. I love that. I've got profit on the ones I've got so far, but I'm going to hold them. I think today's Team of the Week. Today is 85 times whatever it is it's going to need Team of the Weeks. Almost certainly. It's the best Team of the Weeks. Yeah, if you get them cheap enough, then yeah, you'll be fine. How much do I make flipping these silvers in a day? It depends on how many I flip in a day, but you can make 100k easily in a day. With very little effort. Very little effort. It adds up pretty quickly. Sometimes you'll pick up silver as well, and it's like, oh, that's not bad, and then it ends up being like 1,500 quid profit plus. Not about it. Players with 22 players. Item type. Sudamericana. He's so high right now. Jesus Christ. Sudamericana's through the roof. What the hell? Is it Luciano Costa? It's Lautaro Costa. What do you think Fodder will drop? Again, at any point, if so, when? There's no... Listen, when you ask that question, you're asking someone to predict the future. It's not physically possible for someone to predict the future for you. And the only time that it will happen is when it comes down to there not being any real decent content on the game. So at the moment, EA are trying to bang up the price of everything to rinse your club. That's EA's aim right now. They want your club to be dry, completely swept out, so that when it comes to Team of the Week, you've got nothing in your club. Martin. So I reckon if I go comparable to the Americano, let's see if we can find a half decent filter. Things are all over the hour, that's the problem. But that is a half decent filter. And honestly, that's not a bad filter. It allows you to fit to the end relatively quickly. I don't know how long that would take on I think I found a decent filter. It's both for 1 fit 100%. 100%. Alright guys, so we have been putting League SBC stuff, buying and selling. We've got quite a bit that we've bought and sold. Bit by bit, it's going relatively decently. We're now going to look at Sudamericana cards. These are an area of the market that are very much overlooked, because any of the 75 plus rated cards are quite expensive in their own rights, and a lot of people cannot be bothered to go and check prices of cards. Now, the 85 rated goalkeepers Sudamericana are usually about 1,500 coins, but because these guys here that I've just picked up are the cheapest of him, I'm going to try and see if we can get a bit more coins for him. Now, if you're not sure of the Sudamericana cards, you can get them up on FootWiz, and you can work your way through it. So you go FIFA 22 players there. We'll refresh it so you can see it. And then item type, once it comes up, you want to flick down to Sudamericana, and it will bring up the cards for you. And it gives you a rough estimate of the prices. You can flick through. And all you're looking for, again, in the same way as you're doing that with the League SPC bronzes, you're looking for the same thing when it comes to when it comes down to the Sudamericana cards. Undercuts you can flip on for instant profit. Profits can be bigger, but they can be a lot longer to find. So play about with filters, grind it out. I'll be right back. And put music back on. Appreciate it, guys. We just hit 50 likes. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let me clear off the transfer pile. Make some room. Sudamericana. I think this is the way forward. You can probably look for a refresh filter, but you find it very hard, I think, to pick anything up. Anything of note anyway. If you get to anything that's 75 rated, you compare price on it. That's really what you've got to be doing. Insuralda. 3,500, 3,000. So I think we can do this. We get to Pires here, right? If we add him to transfer targets, and if I add Romero, I should be able to flick through them. $12k max more. 12k absolute max. And remember, I want to make something stressful, right? Stressful. I want to stress something for you guys. Do not be sitting there pinging me messages. When do I sell? When do I sell? They will take some time to go up, maybe. They might go up tonight. They might go up in 3 days' time. When you're happy with the profit, that is when you sell. Yeah, Greg, if you've got to go to bed, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Listen, you're making loads of coins anyway. This is more for anyone who hasn't got the time to sit there and grind it out. That's more like the people that are interested in that sort of stuff, if that makes sense. Daniel, it's good, mate. How are you, sir? So I think the 1,000 probably takes a bit too long. It allows too many on this, because that means you've got to go 29 pages at a time. So I'd argue that that's probably too long. You want to maybe just stretch that back in a little bit. Makes it a lot easier to get to the end. Just by running about 200, you're probably going to get half the pages. Yeah, even less than that. I'd rather that. Pick him up for 11k, yeah, there you go. If you can get him, like 12k and below is really the price, but if you can get him for 11k, then that's a dub. So, like, if you're doing a small investment, then you want to be really, really careful with what you're paying for it. For someone like me, it's about to spend another 1,000,000 coins probably on them. I don't care about the extra 1,000 coins. Yeah, I'd be happy to get bids, without a doubt. PC's a little less spammy as well, remember that though. They bounce a lot less on PC because there's less demand for them. Am I going to do Sadorf? Nah, not a chance. Doesn't get my team. I've got Vieira. It's not like you get Sadorf and you think, oh, I can come off my bench and do something for me. He ain't going to come to. It's not like it's the best. Like that at all. But if you need a centre mid for your team, well worth it. But I have no ideas, mate. It could just be the game glitching out. It does happen to it, to be fair. What I actually do normally, I might have to go and do this really, is I usually set this up. I usually set the Sudamericana team up on the account and just flick through it that way. That's usually what I do. We can keep taking control, yeah. The 3.5k that one did sell for in the end. That is mind-boggling. Oh, we got some of those. We can keep checking. PC market is really dead this time of the day, yeah, without doubt. But then that means you can pick up better deals. It does mean you can pick up deals as well, though. You've got less competition for deals. We can keep taking control, yeah. Force Toys SBC, well overpriced. Very, very overpriced. In my opinion. Squad selector. Create new concept, start from scratch. Sud buys. League. Well, that's just isn't playing this anymore, I know that. This is usually the easy way to do it. Tries to be a bit, but they didn't really ban like I wanted because this is the thing. I tell everyone to do this. Stop doing it. Stop buying these investments when these leakers do it. Number one, these leakers are leaking this stuff, and I can guarantee you, before they leak it to you guys, they've already gone and bought the cards. So you're buying their cards that they've already pre-invested in, okay? That's what you're doing. Secondly, if everyone goes and buys those cards, you're relying upon people not being dicks and listing them like twats. I mean, list them all up on mass and whatnot. Stop investing in them. Trade with the stuff that the content comes from instead. That's what you care about. It would just be an anomaly, Greg. It would just be an anomaly. You should know that by now. It would be an anomaly because he's had a few of them maybe mass listen to market to bring down the price. It would just be an anomaly. So we've got to make sure we put it back in again. Get what, Steve? We're talking about FIFA. $1.6 there, so my one's been undercut slightly, but that's fine. Scocco. You want FIFA free? Good luck with that one. Nothing in life is free, my friend. 2-4. 3-2. He's very low at the moment, Scocco. He's very, very low. It's one of those occasions on my account I'd probably buy quite a few of those Scoccos. And put him buy because he is very low. Yeah, Greg, I've just explained to you. I literally just explained to you. It'll be like someone would have listed quite a few of them up with an undercut, so that's picked it up, it's brought them down. They'll rise again, don't worry. We might have invested in La Liga goals with 6 days can't trade it to 2.5k. I don't like that personally. Anything that means you've got to hold for absolutely ages in the hopes that EA do something, I can't be bothered. I can never be bothered with that. I just don't like that as a trading style. For me, I'd much rather just go and buy today, for example, on my main account. I'm gonna go buy a load of Team of the Weeks. We know they've risen before. We can see that, so I'm gonna go and do that because I know that they've done well. That's what I'd rather do personally. How many bronze packs did you open per day? There's no specific to it, as Gabriel Jesus finally sells. That's nice. There's no specific to it. There's no specific to it at all. You're driving me crazy. Why is it not showing the price I pay for these? Those ones there, that's weird. Oh, unless they're ones we packed on the way. You're driving me crazy. Right, all the stuff in my hair, look how wet it looks. You're driving me crazy. I'll switch to that. You're driving me crazy. Sub-Zero, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. Stop spamming it. Stop spamming my chat. There's no plan when the sale was... Yeah, you'll be fine, Greg, yeah. Don't worry about that. Draft token pack. Yay, draft. Woo. I don't really care about draft. Everyone's like, oh, they love draft. I just don't get it. I just don't get the hype about it. Can I buy Pedri? No. Why would I do that? Why on earth would I do that? Oh, have I got my promo pack? My preview pack? I don't think I do. No. Oh no, yesterday didn't I get Profit one for the first time yesterday? Got like a shadow and like 4 players. It worked. So I was like, yes! Get in there! Glitch, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. Special League, Premier League, Team of the Week. In fact. What the hell is going on with this? Is someone just controlling the Team of the Week market for the Premier Leagues? People got way too much time on their hands. Way too much time on their hands. A few times, Greg. There's no... Listen, understand with trading, there's no set thing to do. There's no set way of trading. I do this, I do that. I just go with it. I just go with the flow. I don't want to spend 15k on these, that's the thing. There's a square 100. There's a square 100 of them. Yeah, exactly what Hill says. That's the best way to think of it. Josh is good, mate. How are you, sir? Almost like alerting for me and Dan. I mean, this is the thing. We do try and tell people how to work out this sort of stuff. It just never seems that people always want to listen, if that makes sense. A lot of times I do think people want to be like spoon-fed it. I shouldn't have bought that one, whoops. Like, here's the exact thing that you do exactly now. Like, it's not what we're about. It's never been what we've been about. We was like, here's a bit of like information. This is the information you need. Work with it. We'll help you with it. And then now you go out and sort of go from there. It needs to be like your own sort of thought process as well. Apparently in the code, Dave, there's a 85 plus pack times 3. The leakers leaked it yesterday. So Team of the Weeks have gone up because of it. Fodder's gone up because of it. Like, it's loads of leaks, apparently. I'm not sure how much of it I'd want to be investing that highly and stuff. People have literally gone and bought, like hundreds of fodder cards. And we have never really seen fodder bang with that. 2 seconds. It leaks nowhere, and we all know why. I mean, yeah, but the problem is if you're stupid enough to take the bait, that's more the point, right? Don't take the bait with EA. Don't take EA's bait on this situation. It makes no sense to go and take their bait on it. And people go, oh, let me go and buy like tons of fodder. Let me go and buy based upon the requirements of this. So all the Eredivisie, people have bought loads of Eredivisie. They're going to get stung. They're all going to get stung because of it. Because everyone's doing the same thing. Let me just voice a call to my brother. Having said that, I've tried calling the post office a few times about the stuff we posted yesterday, and they haven't come back to me yet, so you may need to swing past there after school. Actually, do swing past there after school. Because it's important we get that sorted out and picked up. We've also got the drop and go reward. It's a tenner, I think, so you've got to sort that out as well while you're there. Makes sense, that makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. How to buy like 300k silvers first without getting banned? I don't get banned. You might get like temporarily bid banned, but it don't take long to get it back again. Azad. Thoughts what you spend your money on Fuzz? Got 6.1k. Daniel, you've asked this loads of times. You've asked this question about 15 times in stream, I'm pretty sure. I think you've asked it quite a lot of times in stream, dude. I've answered it plenty of times, that question. So how many have we got now? So we've got quite a bit of space to transfer pile. Just pack Messi in a tradable rare election pack. Just pack Messi in, oh, Dubs, GG's. I'll try to work out what you're saying then. Hang on, what's it? Ah, Dubs. Oh, what the fuck? This stupid game, man. I hate when it does that. It just lags. I'm telling you now, they've done that on purpose this year. Like, for certain, that's been done on purpose this year. It's so annoying. Keep holding those for now. League. I don't think he's got any Eredivisie cards, I'm not gonna lie. I think his Eredivisie's been wiped out already. Untradeable, 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 untradeable. The thing about this, right, is I don't get why people go hype and buy those silvers left, right, and centre, because goals are still so cheap. When we always get 10 banned like only after 70k. Honestly, I'm going to be blunt with you. It is just luck a lot of the time. It's just if you're like, actually, do you know what? We're going to go and take and stop you from doing this or not. It really just comes down to that. It genuinely is that. Silver. They might be like, oh, do you know what? Do what you want for now. Or they might be like, actually, we don't like you making money right now, so no. What old these bits for now? What old these bits for now? They haven't. First time, mate. Yes, you have. So maybe I whack $1 million in Team of the Week's bracket, question mark, got plenty of coins. Fair call. Think about investing in League 1 Gold Res. Away for 6 more days. Can't trade actively. They went to 2.K last year in Team of the Year 4, so I answered your question. I asked a question, so I don't like trading like that. Am I doing my thoughts on the Torres SBC? I said no, it's too expensive. You've already asked what to do. I mean, to be fair, he'll just go a good point. Whatever you did to get 6.1 million in the first place, you've done well. So, I definitely stick to that if you know that. As well as Arno, this is an old team of the week, I'm pretty sure. Needs your potential to bang even more, that's a dub. Leave those there for now. Have I still got the Sensible up here? Yeah, dubs. That's Sousa, this Sousa card, right? Whenever you see rewards and packs been opened, look for him. He drops like 3k and then bounces back to 5k like almost instantaneously. He's an unbelievably good card to buy for a quick flip. It's like a 12-hour hold at max. And he absolutely slams every time. Big buys are still trading. Like, big buys are still trading. Hey, Fuzz, I get from 100k to 400k using League SBC method in 3 weeks. I love that, bro. Like, you can make profit from League SBC. It's not the aim, but you can make profit. So I'm starting to think, right? How much is that Romero? That DS is sitting there for 3k. It's not a bad deal, I don't think. Nah, it's sitting at 3k. So he sold for 3. Was it 3.5? Lemma just sold for. I'm pretty sure it was. So that one there. Why is it doing that? Oh, you must be putting it back in, doesn't it? So this is why I get annoyed with this game, right? Because now I go out and come back in again. And it will literally have that empty, but it didn't register it then. It's just dumb at times. Best in team of the week, 500k. What do you mean? Are you asking me if you should do it or you've already done it? As long as you pay less than 12k, you can't really go wrong. Just depends on when it decides it's going to bang. If tonight's SBC requires 2 in team of the weeks, then it will absolutely slam. Because that Lemma sold, was it 3.3 it sold for earlier on? And the cheapest one's 4.4 at the moment, so we're fine with that. Skokko's really, really low. And he's never normally this low. Does anyone here do so rare, by the way? I keep asking this question because I want to find people that do so rare to get a rough idea of where to get started on it. Greg, you know how to trade on the site now. I don't know why you're asking me loads of random questions. I'm baffled. Yeah, because it's saying to avoid Fernando Torres and Seedorf, but the market's good. Because the market's fine. It's just those two cards. Read it properly and you'll get somewhere. The market's perfectly fine. It's just those two cards. Yeah, I know, it annoys me. It annoys me, Compa. I saw people in the Discord talk about it as well, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, sort yourselves out. A man's dead, man. Like, what's wrong with you? I want to buy this Cardozo, right? It's a big undercut of his normal one. But I know this is going to be the best idea I've made. What you're relying upon there, right? So this one, there are other strikers here that are cheaper. What you're relying upon is people just going, sod it, let me just buy it. It's the cheapest one of the one I looked for. Let me just run through these one more time. One more quick run through. Dos. I want to get these on the website. I do want to get them on foot trading, but Dan and I just keep working out the best way silvers can work this year. And because because the League SBCs are ending soon, we're a little bit reluctant to put stuff on there as they end. Cardozo disappear again. Why does he keep disappearing? Invested in Seedorf yesterday like a clown. Lucky escape with 5k loss last night. Wait, you invested in him before the SBC came out or afterwards? Because if you bought him afterwards, I would have held those cards a bit longer because he'd bounce. Wolf, how are you, sir? Welcome in. I would have held. Because if you bought that in the drop last night, he did get hit, and then he bounced a little bit. I wouldn't have sold him straight away. Dun, 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 dun. There's some alright deals there, but nothing that I think, yeah, do you know what, I really fancy buying that card. Both the Barbosas sold, which is good. What I should really just do here, right, to make it easier for myself, is just put one of each decent transfer targets. You can just still compare price here anyway. Daniel, I'll just keep doing the SBC grind and keep opening packs up that way, mate. That's pretty much what I'll do. Sebastian Sosa. Because what this will do, right, is it will let me know if these cards sell and what they sell for, and it will allow me to search them a lot quicker. Marcelo Diaz. Costa. Lautaro Acosta. Stocko. So it might be a bit long for me to do this, but I just want to get it set up. Makes it a lot easier to compare price on them from there than it does to search them individually. Sugar to greet you, no reply. It could be 2 consecutive days because I didn't stream yesterday, Darren. It's probably because I was looking at the screen, so I couldn't see you. But you couldn't have been 2 consecutive days because I didn't stream yesterday, so that's not true. And anyone knows that I always try and say hello to people when they come in. 450k profit, your icons today, Greg. I love that. Love that, bro. Cardozo. If you're happy to profit, take it, but I'd hold for now. I'd hold on the profit for now. The day before that, then, I didn't stream either. I didn't stream the day before that either. Or the day before that, because I've been ill. So you haven't come in at any point and done that. At no point have you been ignored, so stop trying to act like a poor, hard-done individual when what you're talking is nonsense. Pyrrhus. Jose Sand. Ruben. Oh, like I'm not trying to be a dick, but I haven't streamed, so you physically couldn't have. Just got headlines and patterns from 81 that's solid. Yeah, Ross, why not keep hold of him though? If you enjoy him, why not have him? That's the whole point of trading. The only thing I'd say, let's say that 550 is all the money coins you've got. I wouldn't hold him yet. Personally, I wouldn't hold him just yet. That's the sort of card like I'd for now I'd be like, no, I'm gonna sell it for the moment. Barbosa. Hate trade pile being full. Which one? The targets or the other one? Mate, someone must get that one for 400 coins. Chammy guy. Cardozo's solid 2-3, so we know that now. Yo, Ez, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. I'm a sad man living alone in Asia. I miss my family. Sometimes streamers take my mind off things, yeah, but you can't have a go at a streamer because they may be looking at their screen when you said hello. So that's not how it works. And you also can't say it's the second time it's happened in a row when I'm not streamed. So it's just inherently not true. Yeah, I don't mind it, Marta. If it's like full of stuff that's in the way, then I might be a bit more. I get a bit more annoyed because I'm like, I'd want to be able to trade. But if it's stuff that I'm selling, I kind of like that feeling. I'm like, ooh, full transfer pile, yay. Yeah, see, Ross, if you've got 800k, I'll keep him. If you want him, keep him. That's the whole point of trading. Like, I'm trading my brother's account. I'm not trading to get him coins. I'm trading to get him players. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, so that he has the players that he wants, he's getting. Look, see the Sosa, 6,400 coins. They sell that card is ridiculous. The amount of coins you can make from that card is a joke. Whenever you get supply, just buy him. Semedo's gone. Romero's gone. It's a good morning so far. Pretty solid, pretty solid. So go get Mbappe, that was it. Now I want more teams. I need one that fits Sicaria. See, did you do So though? Did you do the So SBC we got? Because that's like a ridiculous midfield partnership, those two. So across at 2-8 went. The Elite Division is full of the same teams, calling method LB and RB over the top 3 balls and sprint, but yeah. This is my problem this year. It's again, they haven't fixed the inherent problems that they have with the game. They just haven't been fixed. And they patched the hell out of it at the beginning and made what was quite a good game awful. Okay. Hey. Alright guys, we'll list that Van Joni in a second, but just a little update for you. Final one before we sort of come towards the end of the video, I guess. Both the Jesus and Semedo sold, so what I showed you works. This is unbelievably overpowered. Trading with some Americana cards, one of these was 2,000 coins. So we made like 1,500 coins profit on that one. It was this one here that was about that anyway. And the other one was 3,000, I think, we sold that. Loads of League SBC cards sold as well. And never forget this. So we've got some Americana cards up, like one of each here. Never forget, ever forget bids, okay? So this Vecchio, we paid 1,200 for him. If we compare price to him, he sells for a lot more than that. A lot more than that. And so it's always worth remembering bids. It's always worth remembering different ways to pick cards up. And it's usually a pretty surefire way to make like quite a good amount of profit as you go. So I just always be mindful of that to a certain degree. But you'll see this now, and throughout this episode as such, I've just shown you more of the tips and tricks as to what I'm doing, basically. Next episode should have a settled coin total, but we've shown you in this video about trading with League SBC cards, we've shown you about trading with Americana cards, and we've shown you special cards. So go out and try them. Go out and try those methods, because that's the only way you're ever going to learn to make coins on this game, is by actually doing. People can tell you what to do, but if people go to buy at this price and sell at that price, you're never going to know. And it's also kind of hard to do that. If I tell you this is the thought process behind why we do what we do, that's when you get smart. And that's when you're like, actually, I can work with this because I now start to look out for this. Never forget, ever forget, every single time that bronze rares and silver rares from major nations get down to discard price, always buy. Because even if you get like double the price back, so if it's 200 coins, you sell for 400 coins. 300 coins, so for 600 coins, you're doubling your coins every time you invest. And there aren't many methods on this game that's going to double your coins every time you do it. So that's where we're at, basically. Once we sell everything right now, I think we'll be at close to 400 and something K. We're going to wait and see what happens to these Team of the Weeks we've got there invested for any pack that comes out. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So I need to put another Vecchio into the transfer targets, don't I? Yeah, of course I went away for 2 minutes and that one went. Of course it did. Bit jarring, isn't it? Go to record the video, I missed out 1,000 coins profit. Yay! No worries, then you have a good one, mate. Vecchio. Used to recap that game and get wins for using guards, really enjoy it, have connection to it, really just in case you're playing like he's got more wins. Exactly, yeah, I agree. If you can find a way to not take the game too seriously, get too angry, and I'm just as guilty of that as anyone else, if you can find a way to not be that angry, in my opinion, it's 10 times more enjoyable, and 10 times, and twice as like, sorry, just spazzed up a second. Twice as better. You play twice as better. I play way better when I'm not angry. Another 3,300 on the Van Journey. I swear I bought this one. Yeah, I did buy that one. Yeah, apparently Scorpy. Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights. I don't mind what am I doing, just flipping on cards, bro. So flipping on cards and trading and making profit. So the Sudamericana cards we're flipping on for instant profit relatively easily. And yeah, the League SBC cards we're doing the exact same thing on. So you just flip them on, just look for undercuts and flip them on. Why has Saka got 3-star weak for it when he clearly doesn't have 3-star weak for it in life? Like in actual football. He's got a much better weak foot than that. In fact, he's probably 5-star. He's got, he can use both feet. He's unbelievable with both feet. Someone jumped onto that very, very quickly and they're going to be regretting that now. Love that game, Wizard. I'm saving for later, Scorpy. I'm holding mine. I've got 100 on my other account, but shine him. If that's a central midfielder, gosh, I should be more interested. But it's not a central midfielder, it's a cam. That cam to CM's what makes it worth so much more money. We've done really well in this account so far to make the amount we've made, but it is one hell of a grind. Yeah, I'm holding mine for a while, Scorpy. I mean, no rush to sell mine. I won't sell them until like they're up like from 3-4k minimum each. That's the minimum I want, 3 or 4k each. So 65 on a Kessie is more like the level you want to be paying, right? But even if we set him at 70, I mean... But even if you sold that card at like 72, it's not massive profit. Can you do what with 50k drops? What is it specifically? This card is massively overlooked. It's a superb card. Even just the bits of cards mad overlooked as well. It's a great card. Problem with this game this year, there's so many great cards on it that a lot of really good cards just get completely and utterly overlooked. Because the power curve this year was so quick. Yeah, fluctuations are like, that's what Dan and I do most of our work in. Fluctuations is probably the best way to trade on FIFA in any generic way. Like it always has been and it always will be, because it's like stuff will eventually bounce either way, but all the information you need is there. This card was low at this point, the card's now high at that point. Like all the information you need for fluctuations is in front of you. This isn't a link to it. This isn't a playlist. It's NCS releases on Google Play Music. It's not an actual like playlist. When one Mukiele, right? What Mukiele are you talking about, bro? 2 seconds. Boom. Dog's like scaring the postman as usual. I don't know why it does it either, because like we never taught him to like bark when the postman comes. He just decided one day he didn't like the postman, that was it. Goodbye, postman. Market's pretty dead. I think we're going to call it there, guys. We'll be live again tomorrow. We'll be live on Twitch tonight if my brother's game gets called off, but I don't think it will be because it's looking quite dry outside, so it should be playing tonight. But we'll be back either way tomorrow morning, bare minimum. There should be a video. There will be a video on this channel tonight. There should be a collectible video as well tonight. I'm going to work on that now. I've got a lot to get done before later on, alright? So I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow morning. But if not, it will be on... it'll be tonight, this evening, on Twitch if not, right? So have a good one. Peace out.